make una devise other strategies for keeping our groups alive. And those other strategies, when I get prison, then when I feel hold them on bail. When I catch one of those or two or this or three of those enablers, the one the way they come out diaspora where they never ever talk for the revolution, but they feel say they feel run business inside Ambazonia for war. When I catch them, they go pay 2 million francs before they are released. 2 million. Now so now take them to survive down at groups that for ground zero, because down at groups that they do good things for this revolution, for advance the revolution. But no money ever care. That means that nobody care how una they raise funds, how una they even survive, how una they chop. How will they take care of themselves? Nobody never has the answer. But they're the only ones seeing our results. So because those results that they come after something not happen, make una continue for make una struggle, una groups for stand up strong. Bail they back home, and if you use bail for raise money, enough money for fund una groups them. We'll continue for give una those strategies, and we'll tell una this December diaspora bushfallers that they go back for Ambazonia. They want the way they don't keep their name them very quiet, where they need to talk anything, where they feel say, oh no, me not Tapang, they talk that nonsense. When they go back, we'll send on a list of everybody in name where they go back for ground zero. We'll give on a list. Say this Monday, so we'll do this sign in that. This one they host marriage for banquet hall for memos. That one they host for Congress hall. And now the dignitaries in this way they will attend for Congress hall. We'll give on all that information. We'll give una. So that may any man, if you want home marriage for inside Congress hall, you invite 20 people then. We'll not say, okay, if they catch all that 20, they will give 1 million. That's 20 million. And 20 million means 20 million bullets. Good job. Any man with the host marriage for inside Memo's banquet hall, for inside war, because war they go on now, go celebrate. Anybody with the host marriage for inside Congress hall or any hall for inside Ambazonia, would already know, would already get all that information. I don't want to start revealing things there for here. Would already get the attendance, people with the dignity high table, would already get that. Amba boys, they go to visit those places. They go to take some of those people then so on bail, and they must pay at least 2 million before they release them. Now so would they raise money to
So for this part of the presentation, I want to make we pay tribute to some of the victims of Ambazonia terrorism. Now the main reason this way we start this blacklegism, for try to reduce the impact of Ambazonia terrorism, for protect lives and for save our people them from the impact of the terrorism. So these ones are not just some, a few, a tip of the iceberg of the victims of Ambazonia terrorism, Anglophones killing Anglophones. We will start with the murder of Mr. Fournier Derrick for Bui Division, who been at the Divisional Delegate of Sports from Kambe. When I remember as well the prison warder for Bamenda, Kiga Theodore, who been murdered by Amba terrorists for Bui on the 12th of April 2022, when the brother for Immaculate Kume, when Ambazonia terrorist herself. When I also remember Mr. Ngong Innocence for Boyo, the mayor of Bello, murdered by Amba terrorists on 20th of May 2024. When I also remember the divisional delegates from Dian, especially Madame Ndong Felicia, also Pa Matthias from Menchum, where he be murdered on the 5th of June 2024. When I also remember the former mayor from Manfe, Ojong Ashu, be murdered for 10th of May 2020. When I remember the deputy mayor for Babesi, Mr. Nkwato Solomon, murdered on the 23rd of March 2024. When I remember the mayor for Nkunda Titi, Mr. Kenneth Nanje, murdered on the 2nd of March 2022. And I also remember Mr. Mambele, when one of the divisional delegates from Dian, also Mr. Eupheniu Austin for Bui Division, vice principal for GBHS Kumbo, they been murdered on the 21st of November 2023. When I remember Mr. Pasi Christopher, murdered on the 26th of November 2023 for Balikumbat. So we also pay tribute to Chief Etor Stephen, he been murdered for church on the 12th of August 2018. Also the Inspector of Basic Education, Dr. Aaron, he been murdered on the 20th of May 2024. Mr. Elat Emmanuel, one of the Indian divisional delegates, then be murdered by Amba terrorists. We also get Mr. Zemkwe Gabriel, will be murdered on the 12th of December 2023 for Bui Division, when a former principal will be murdered. We also remember Becky Jeme, will be the work under Ministry of Communication, as a delegate inside Momo, being murdered on the 13th of Jan 2021. We also remember Mr. Mbida Christian, where he did work as a divisional delegate for Ndian. We also remember Mr. Agbo Stephen, he be murdered, one of the Ndian delegates them, murdered by Amba terrorists them. We also remember Mr. Mabia Johnson, when one of the Indian divisional delegates where they be being murdered by the Ambazonia terrorists. We also remember the so-called General Insobu he be compromised by the Ambazonia terrorists when Amba versus Amba. My country people them. Now just examples of the Anglophones killing Anglophones.
Capo Daniel have been collecting money all over the place from our people claiming to be a liberation tax. It's a terrorist organization. A group that executes people in public. A group that goes into somebody's house, takes him out and shoot him down. No questions asked. It's no different from Hezbollah or Hamas or any terrorist or the ISIS. Or Al-Qaeda, or even this terrorist group that is giving La Republique of Cameroon nightmare in the extreme north. So my point is, let's not associate Ayabacho with our struggle, but we have to fight him and fight him to finish. He's a terrorist and must be treated like a terrorist. Or his group is a terrorist group and must be treated like terrorists by the Ambazonian government. We can no longer allow him to exist in any shape or form, pretentiously exist in any shape or form as a group in Ambazonia that represents our aspiration. It does not. Because for as long as I know, Ayabacho and his group have never fought La Republique of Cameroon. All they do is they kill our people. They kidnap our people, collect money. They tax our people and collect money. They do all the evil things that any terrorist group does. And they are partners in crime. Our enemy, La Republique of Cameroon, is watching them and is happy with what they are doing, and they have even embedded their soldiers in the group of Ayabacho. Go to my village, a place called Alabukam. You will find all the boys that there are also B soldiers, francophones, B soldiers embedded into the ADF that is occupying that part of Mancon. And doing the type of things they do in Bamenda town. They kill journalists, they kill our civilians, they go to Guza and they shoot in public innocent people, and they have killed all our important fighters. Chacha, Isubu, General Biabia, and the rest of it, and the 8 fighters in this same Guzang that were gunned down and buried by Ayabacho. That is the job. That is what terrorists do. So we cannot be talking as if Ayabacho represents anything in our movement. He doesn't.
I don't know whether you did for ground zero or you did talk so you say for no the talk fine, he talk now number 3 years this, he know the change, no nothing. But you did see say the struggle they die now. Or you know the see say the struggle they die. You wanna say me phone no the talk. Phone go continue repeat a word them as well as you when I will continue for following our liberation tax and people they come on the inside they struggle. Yes, come for ground zero. Now me, mommy for Bamenda, I did talk say come for ground zero. Then waka from village to village as we buy and sell with the waka from village. So listen to people them, listen to picking them, listen to mommy them, listen to papa them, listen to you them. you go know say the struggle, they die, they go because of liberation tax. We the workers suffer, we the workers struggle, for any living. You are there for the liberation tax. So that you the talk now so because you be you inspector. Yes, yeah, inspector they feed you. You the shit down for what I shit down, yeah, inspector they feed you. You know they check you about the ground zero, whether with this or with the husband of which kind of way before we get them. When I don't make them military them, they don't be the one that they climb on top. We hate say any small thing we get them go for brigana. They say more pain like this, more pain like this. If it been a bush boy them, because they can't say bush boy, they say if it been a bush boy them, like when I know yeah, come on, give that money. They talk that thing. You talk say no get money. If not, then they can't stand for here. When I know for you know for jam, you talk because now we no just talk that thing. If not, you enter for day. Yes. Now so the life day now. Now so the life how we live on that day. I beg you, inspector, come down for ground zero. Come work for ground zero, yeah. Come work for interior. Then you go see him. Even the new town and they come with their way that them they stand still on their feet. Even if they do it now, they just do and I say, well, no surrender. Like I know things say the majority a day again like that first time. You return now which kind of thing? Which kind of thing you want to say for the repeater? It repeater because it's not correct. We like me for my Bamenda, I will be buy and sell work all around. I tell you, say it's not correct. That liberation tax don't kill you with struggle. Liberation tax don't kill you with struggle. If you don't kill the struggle, we not continue. Why would I not continue for the taxi color? Why would I leave taxi color? When I leave taxi color now, as waiting. When I for continue to say the taxi they must spend time. When I for continue, they see wonderful thing away Ambazonia and they go do for una. When I for continue, then when I see wonderful terrible thing away, it go turn inside the land. When I don't go touch that one, when I see say hot, when I run go back all for the one way, when I come meet all the we poor thing there for inside farm. We man to go work one bed farm. One come out for there, they say give money, say liberation tax. They liberate now waiting. The thing they liberate and waiting. Liberate the kidnapping away when we own one picking way sometimes you two don't try go someplace. You don't come for can cry and die. So when I take and go out of inside bush, collect all money for his skin, even keys on one the other for day. Now which kind they talk that you to the talk. I know nothing man like you away. You build land that they call you inspector. You feel talk that kind of thing for fun because without fun the singer, it just dey like Mama G. G for general. It is also repeat and they talk say the unity. That unity I will talk so way
unity it will continue to be elusive for Ambazonia.
That is the man on the screen there. I thought he was going to come out. Tell us. I thought he was going to come out to tell us where the ADF was fighting, or at least to congratulate our restoration fighters. No, Cho Ayaba came out, launched attacks at Dr. Sako, launched attacks at Chris Anu. Shouldn't he be telling us where his boys are fighting all this time with this firepower that we see on the ground? Barrister John.
Yeah, look, Chris. Before I say it, look at the way he's dressed. In which academic institution in England will you have an academic man like this?
I don't know. Now you are saying that, not me saying that, Barrister John.
Well, let me tell you, these our enablers are now ashamed. Look at him. This is a man with blood in his hands. Look at his face. He's a killer. He knows that he comes to Ambazonia, he will not survive. So he is sticking to his guns. All those kidnappings are orchestrated by remnants of the ADF in Mankon and leased with Bafut. Look, that cross and die man is in is somewhere in Tanka, and there is a remnant ADF camp in Tanka, and they should know our restoration forces will come after them. The Alabo camp has been reconstituted into an ADF camp, and there are a few of them there terrorizing every Ambazonian from Meta through Mancon and beyond, kidnapping them and taking ransom. We have a job to do, Chris. We have to go after these guys and decimate them.
Yes, you are very right.
It is uncalled for.
So for conclude this presentation, my country people them, I want you to look at any community where it get peace and tranquility, where normalcy it don't return. Think about any community or any division, which one comes to mind, and then ask yourself, how was it possible, say they achieve normalcy, say they get development, peace, and you need ever hear about kidnapping or not as rampant as Bamenda. Of course, you get places them like Lebialem comes to mind. You get Manfe Central. You get Kumba Central. You get Boya itself. Of course, you get Limbe and Nkambe Central. Of all of these places, the way I don't call them, one thing it be true and clear. Now say the community itself, it don't decide, say they don't want Ambazonia terrorism. Starting with the whole of Lebialem, they picking them where they be carry guns inside bush for Lebialem. They go back inside that Lebialem talk say we go can't destroy the thing where we be creating. And when I know the job where we don't do them on social media with Belcher's Attack song, with Rado, with Valentine, and with Kingsley. When I remember the activism, the sensitization, and a bad reach for level where they begin to talk say enough is enough. If the Cameroon military be too slow, they go back for that bush, they carry bangman firewood, they knock Oliver 33 export for head, they quench him, peace and normalcy, it come for Lebialem. Now exactly the same thing this way Capo Daniel they prescribe them today. So they need to create anti-gang. So the people them in that community where they suffer the terrorism, they need to take matters into their own hands. They need to find Bamenda firewood, find Mancon firewood, Nkwen firewood, knock the shit, nobody blast them for head, kill them. When una do am so, normalcy it go return, una go experience some peace, this kidnapping nonsense it go stop. And I understand now we don't kill plenty of the Pekin where they be terrorized Mezam, Alabukam, Choalam, and all of those places them, Bafut, but the ones where they come now from other places them. We don't wipe Momo fine. Since we they destroy the so-called ADF mother base for Momo for Batibo, so you see and say the few ones where they remain now they don't run camp for Alabukam can't join the other few ones where they did for day. And the other terrorists that they did for Bafu, they don't come to can't join the one they did for inside Mezam, for they terrorize people and for Nchualam, for Malfor, from Kwen, and for Bambli, and all those areas them. That is the truth we understand. And now, increasingly, we see I'm saying and so picking they come out right from Bui. They can't terrorize people them inside Bamenda, but they come out from Salt Land. So this is one opportunity my contribute them. When I take the advice where Capo Daniel give una. Now the same advice where I don't give una for God knows how long since 2018, I don't tell una this thing, it never changed. Una need for liberate ourselves from the Ambazonia terrorism. Una find Bangwa firewood, knock on for head, quench ham, peace, tranquility, and normalcy, it will return to una communities. That is the only solution. If you should not for the beginning wait sending some white person or some person come up from America or from Yaoundé, it can't help you for clean the mess where you make them, because like how Mark Barretta talk, you know if you give the picking them guns where you don't give them chop, it tell una because he knows that now una give that picking them the guns, and they picking them to a certain extent they'll be angry at una. I tell una, when were these terrorists that be visit me, because I always talk, I relate to my own story. When they come from my house, when I know one of the things where they talk they say they there for bush, they suffer, we there for town, we they enjoy. So just the fact that you go about your day-to-day activity, you go market, go buy jama, you fit go sleep for your own house, if you go visit your mommy, if you go drink beer for bar, all of those things them they envy them, and are drug addicts on top of that, and are illiterate. So na triple whammy, where it been a dangerous combination for an illiterate shit, no white blast, for be high on drugs, and then it be angry on top of that. Dangerous combination. They vex with una. Say they so, una radicalize them, manipulate them, send them for bush. Now they don't go for bush, now they don't be addicted to drugs, they don't live a normal life, and then when they in a town now, when they live in a normal life. So they will kind of kill una one by one. Out of anger, stupidity, of course, criminality and thievery, they need for survive. Like how Tapang, like how Mark Barretta tell una, they need for survive. they need for survive. They are just struggling now for survival. And I waited around tell now since 2018. In the Anglophone zone, there is no such thing as a fight or legitimate fight for, you know, political or whatever against marginalization or for the betterment of Anglophones. Wrong. There is no such nonsense. It is all about criminality. I don't tell now since 2018. I'd be so happy. Say finally, I don't convince a few people them through evidence where it be laid to bear. Ambazonia terrorists, they can't move Anglophones, them they kill them one by one. And they could touch all man. And until it touch all man, it not get right for end. So that make all we feel the consequences, make all we feel the pain, so that we not go repeat this same stupidity in the future. Thank you, plenty my country people.
Make una devise other strategies for keeping our groups alive. And those other strategies, when I get prison, then when I feel hold them on bail. When I catch one of those or two or this or three of those enablers, the one the way they come out diaspora, where they never ever talk for the revolution, but they feel say they feel run business inside Ambazonia for war. When I catch them, they go pay 2 million francs before they are released. 2 million. Now, so now take them to survive down our groups that for ground zero, because down our groups that they do good things for this revolution, for advance the revolution. But no money ever care. That means that nobody care how una they raise funds, how una they even survive, how una they chop, how una they take care of ourselves. Nobody never has the answer. But they the only one seeing our results. So because those results that they come after something not happen, make una continue for make una struggle, una groups for stand up strong. Bail they back home, and if you use bail for raise money, enough money for fund una groups them. We'll continue to give una those strategies, and we'll tell una this December diaspora bushfallers that they go back for Ambazonia. They want the way they don't keep their name them very quiet, where they need to talk anything, where they feel say, oh no, me na Tapang, they talk that nonsense. When they go back, we'll send a list of everybody in name where they go back for ground zero. We'll give them a list. Say this Monday, so go there for this sign in that. This one they host marriage for banquet hall for memos. That one they host for Congress hall. And now the dignitaries in this way they will attend for Congress hall. We'll give them all that information. We'll give them so that may any man, if you want home marriage for inside Congress hall, you invite 20 people then. We'll not say, okay, if they catch all that 20, they will give 1 million. That's 20 million. And 20 million means 20 million bullets. Good job. Any man with the host married for inside Memo's banquet hall, for inside war, because war they go on now go celebrate. Anybody with the host married for inside Congress hall or any hall for inside Ambazonia would already know, would already get all that information. I don't want to start revealing things there for here. Would already get the attendance, people with the dignity high table, would already get that. Amba boys, they go to visit those places. They go to take some of those people them so on bail, and they must pay at least 2 million before they release them. Now, so would they raise money to, for instance, those groups the way they don't get spokesman, and so those groups they go stand up.
Hail, hail, hail the Kumkumasa, we the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Kumkumasa, Kumkumasa, you shall free our country from terror, and your blessing shall be like the stars above. The Most High God shall be your guide.
But this is the reality. People listen to the devil himself, my country people of La Republique, more than they listen to some Ambazonian activists. This is the reality.